Hi everybody, it's Jenny from the Missouri Star Quilt Company, and I've got a great project for you today. So I have this good friend in town, and she runs a bed and breakfast, and there is this awesome quilt that lays over the couch in her living room, and her guests ask her all the time how to do it. And it was so simple and so quick and easy that I just thought I'd love to turn it into a tutorial and do it for you. So we're calling this Dakota Sunrise because it's just a quick, easy quilt, and of course that's her name. So to make this quilt, what you're going to need is one packet of 10-inch squares, and we have used these Tulip Pink solids for Free Spirit, and they're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You're going to need some sashing strips, all your sashing, your first inner border. Those are 2.5-inch strips, and if you use yardage, it's going to be 2¼ yards. Your outer border is a nice 5-inch border out here, and it's 1¼ yards, and you're good to go. So to make this quilt, it's super easy. You got to open your pack. You're going to pull out 16 squares that you're going to leave whole. So you just want to choose a bunch of different colors from your pack so that you have lots of different big, vibrant colors like this. And you can see right here in the background, we've just chosen randomly some big, bright colors. Then you're going to choose 16 that you're going to cut in half. So we're going to put those over here like this. And just go ahead and make a couple of piles. I've got so many colors to choose from. And then, so you have 16 holes, 16 halves. Then you're going to choose 4 that we are going to turn into 5-inch squares. So these are going to be quartered like this. So we've got our holes, our halves, our quarters, and then you're going to choose 3 of them that are going to be cut into 2.5-inch squares. Now, just a little note on that. Because we used 3, and you're going to get a lot of 2.5-inch squares out of this piece, you may want to swap them up a little bit. You'll notice that most of our little squares are the same 3 colors. So if you want yours to be a little more scrappy than that, you just want to grab a couple from your half pile or something like that and mix them up a little more, and you'll want to do that. So let me show you how this cutting goes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these right here. This is our hole. We're leaving those whole. This is the halves. So to do the halves, what we're going to do is we're just going to take our ruler, and this is a 5-inch ruler, and we're going to lay it right along the edge. And we're just going to cut this whole stack into halves like this. So 2 5 by 10-inch rectangles, and we're going to stack those back up over here. This one we're going to cut into 4ths. So we're going to, again, just lay our ruler on the side like this and cut. And then turn it this way and cut again. That's one of the things I love about these rulers is they're made for the pre-cut, so they're only 5 inches wide, which works for cutting all of these. So then you've got these 4ths. And then these other ones you're going to cut into 2.5-inch squares. So you just want to lay 2.5 on the edge. You should get 4 2.5-inch strips. And so when you get it cut like this, when you get a strip, you're just going to turn it and cut it again into 2.5-inch segments like this. And you'll need those for your little bitty cornerstones right here. Now, Dakota's quilt didn't have cornerstones on it, to be fair. I put cornerstones on because I have such a hard time matching up these sashing lines. I even called her and asked her, do you have a special way for lining up? Because her sashings are like perfectly straight, and I never can get that right. And she's like, no, I wish. Maybe pins. Why don't you try pins? I'm like, thank you so much. I have tried pins. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. For each block right here, we're going to cut a sashing and sew a sashing to each block. So these ones are 10 inches, so we're just going to cut 10-inch sashings. I mean, this is so simple. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut these 10 inches. And, oh, there's my rotary cutter. I went looking in the jar for it. I'm cutting my selvage edge off, and then I'm going to come over here and cut 10. And hang on, let me get here. 5 and 10, just like this. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to sew a sashing strip to each 10-inch square, just like this, 1/4 inch. So let's go do one of those. Pretty easy. This is a great beginner quilt because it's just got, nice big seams, and it's really easy to figure out. It's also quick. If you need a quick project, this is a really quick one. All right, so let me press this back right here. So you're going to do that, and let's see how this looks in the row. So right here, get over here. So we've got the whole one and a sash, the half one and a sash, the whole one and a sash. And you're going to do that for your whole row. Now we started our row here with a half one. The half ones are done long ways like this. So because we cut this in half, now we're sashing this with a 5-inch piece. Oops, where's my other piece? Oh, here we go. I'm like, wait, I already cut one of these. I don't want to cut another. All right, so here's our 5-inch. Like this. And it's going to go on here like this. So you're going to have your half piece and your sash and your 5-inch piece and your sash, and that becomes your row. So row 1 is the half and the 5, the half and the 5, the half and the 5. Row 2 is the whole and the half, the whole and the half, the whole and the half. And it just goes like that. And you're just going to make all your rows just like that. And then we're going to put this little sashing strip in between here. So the little sashing strip, again, the sashing is going to be the same size as the blocks are. So these are 10 and 5 and 10 and 5 and 10 and 5. And you just put a little cornerstone right in between that sashing. So let me show you how to do that. I'll cut one right here, 10. This is just like a math quilt. So you just have to, actually, you can make it with any size square. You just have to remember what size your square is. So here's your 10. Then we're going to have a little cornerstone right here. And then you're going to have a 5. So we'll cut a 5, just like that. And then a little cornerstone right there. Do you see how easy that is? And so as you make your rows and you put it together, you're just going to get this great project really fast. So we hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the Dakota Sunrise Quilt from the Missouri Star Quilt Company.